like to congratulate you on one of the most beautiful love stories I've seen lately in Romanian cinema. And my first question is, do you think that love is the subject that will bring the Romanian public even closer to the Romanian cinema? Because this is a movie, I heard the public was laughing, they were enjoying the movie, and I think that's the best thing the movie can do. Let the audience enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if love is the answer, but...
Nu știu dacă dragoste e răspunsul întrebării dacă cinematografia română va atrage un public mai mult prin prisma acestui subiect.
Yeah, I think it would be good to... I think Romanian cinema, it would be great to be more diverse and to offer many more creative choices than it had in the previous decade, so...
Cred că cinematografia română ar trebui să abordeze subiecte cât mai diverse ca să atragă un public mai larg.
This was our take on this because we dealt with a novel which it took years for the film to come in this formula, mostly because the transition from the novel to the script also had to, I mean, it impacted me a lot, the conversation with the writer and with his real-life experience as a night guard in this parking in Spain, where we actually filmed. We shot the movie in the exact location where it has been in Cordoba.
Povestea este inspirată dintr-un roman și a durat câțiva ani ca acel roman să devină film. Mai mult decât atât, autorul romanului chiar a lucrat într-un parc de rolote, iar filmul a fost filmat chiar în parcul de rolote în care acesta a lucrat timp de un an. TIFF is basically your child, if I may say so. How does it feel to show your movie to your child?
It's awkward. No, I mean, it's a great occasion, and we were thinking that it's the great, I mean, for me, it's a great opportunity to show the film to the Cluj public because I was born here, and for me, screening film here is also very emotional because I can, you know, call my friends, my family, and to all the public of the Cluj, which makes the festival so special. So for me, it's really something like an homage for our audience, which make this festival so great.
E foarte emoționant pentru mine să-mi aduc filmul aici, pentru că și eu sunt din Cluj, mă refer la domnul îmi fac o traducere directă și mă bucur că pot să aduc filmul și să-l arăt publicului din Cluj, care se bucură, vă spun eu că se bucură, că am auzit reacțiile foarte bine. În sală să se bucure de filmul pe care l-am adus aici. Haideți cu întrebări. Ajutați-mă și pe mine. Nimic? Nu vor. Avem o mână? Nu. Povestiți-ne un pic, având în vedere, if you don't ask question, I will again. Yeah? The scene in front of the hotel, was it in the novel? The fantastic scene where the...
No, that part shot on 8mm with characters was not in the novel. I mean, there were many things which we've edited. For me, it was very important somehow to bring to screen his previous life in Romania, and especially in this spa town, which now looks very deserted and like a wreck of nothing compares with how it looked like 20 or 30 years ago under communism. And I had, being there, I was so kind of impressed by how this hotel looked like. It's like a ghost place surrounded by great nature, by hills, by mountains, and then somehow, yeah, I had this vision of that particular scene, and but all this work was not in the novel. What it was in the novel was, there were a lot of references about his childhood, his relationship with the parents, and the fact that he, as an immigrant in 2002, felt his main worry was like, if something would happen to his parents back home, he would not be able to go immediately because he wouldn't have had the money to pay. There were no low-cost flights at that moment, there were no smartphones and so on. So I've tried to bring a lot of these family elements in the movie.
Scena din fața hotelului, cea fantastică, nu exista în roman, dar acesta a fost viziunea domnului Giurgiu, pentru că își dorea să arate foarte mult cum arăta localitatea respectivă în urmă cu 30 de ani. În momentul de față, locul este aproape pustiu, iar hotelul care apare în film, practic arată ca un hotel fantomă, dar, prin prisma dumnealui, ar vrea să portretizeze mult mai mult viața acestuia din urmă cu 30 de ani și teama lui legată de ceea ce ar putea să se întâmple cu familia, în contextul începutul anilor 2000, când nu existau nici zboruri low cost, nici smartphone-uri și legătura cu aceștia era un pic mai dificilă decât este în zilele noastre.
Did you consider ending the movie on a sad tone, like killing Adrian?
Ați vrut o secundă să-l omorâți pe Adrian la sfârșitul filmului?
Not at all.
No.
I've killed my main character in my previous film, so now I had to feel to change something.
Am mai omorât personajul filmelor mele anterioare, așa că mi-am dorit ca de data aceasta să schimb ceva.
The question was about the fact that beside my film there was another French film, French-Romanian co-production, dealing with the same immigration issues, and the fact that none of these stories were somehow too happy, and yeah, the question is like, what's my take on this, and about if this is a topic for other Romanian films. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, there is all my colleagues, I think, we are touching so many different stories, and I don't particularly feel that in fiction this mass, like it's a social movement, it's incredible social movement, like 4 million Romanians left the country in the last 10 years, more or less. And yeah, in our fiction films we do not see this, but if you look to the documentaries, we have here in our program 2 or 3 excellent documentaries dealing with this issue of Romanians going and not coming, and the families and the kids and the impact on the kids. For me, what triggered me about this story was the fact that my hero was an unusual and not very typical immigrant. He's not going there to make money on the first. He's going there to reinvent himself, to learn Spanish, to try to copy in a way this Bolaño model of, experiencing life in a total different way, doing all kind of crazy jobs and finding more sources of inspiration. But through my dialogues with the author of the novel, the co-scriptwriter, and I've somehow felt how it was for him in 2002 when he was staying illegally in Spain. And he told me many stories about his fear of failure, about his feeling that he was not accepted, about his fear of confronting authorities. He felt really a pariah.
Credeți că este simptomatic sau societatea română poate în fine să audă genul ăsta de povești acum și de ce nu s-au făcut înainte?
Romanian society is now open for any kind of stories. I mean, I don't particularly feel that these stories are now more, let's say, à la mode than they were in the past. I think it's, yeah, let's not think in kind of trends. I think I really believe in the power of personal stories, and for me, his story was emotional. I did this film because I did not understand at the beginning why this author could have left the country like this with 20 euros in the pocket and arriving, being a night guard in Cordoba, and stayed there for roughly.
Cred că societatea română este pregătită pentru orice fel de subiecte, iar la mine aici asta a contat mai puțin. Pentru mine a fost mai mult o poveste emoțională, pentru că efectiv am vrut să înțeleg cum a putut să plece din România doar cu 20 de euro în buzunar, așa cum a spus și mai devreme, ca să reinventez.